CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the...
Welcome to 2K Sports for another DA taking over.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Valanciunas, good.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Jackson kicks to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. Now here's Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Holiday finds Williamson. And here's Favors. The kick out to Holiday. It's tipped. Favors passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
Those are the plays where you see the strength of Valanciunas. The contact didn't bother him at all.
Back to Winslow. Pass to Valanciunas. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Back to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Williamson dishes to Ingram. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Brooks grabs the board.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Now here's Ball. Back to Holiday. Favors. And the layup falls.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
No good from Valanciunas.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Outside, Ball. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Ball. Outside, Holiday. There's the 3. Ball, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Here's Morant. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Pelicans trail by 6. Inside, here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Jackson. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Now here's Jones. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Melli. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Jones. Dishes it to Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Okafor kicks to Hart. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And so he makes both from the line. Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Jones up top, guarded by Jackson. Here's Melton. Excellent D there from Okafor. For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Hart, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Working off contact is something Anderson does extremely well, and he does it a lot.
Pass to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 1 second left. Oh, close the buzzer-beating dunk. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Memphis out in front, leading. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Redick finds Hayes. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Jackson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pelicans trail by 3. Hayes the pass to Melli. Back to Hayes. Here's Melli. He's covered by Clark. Right wing. Outside, Redick. Rocket 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And there's the pass to Clark. Pulls it up. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Back to Hayes. Passes it to Melly. To the middle. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Hayes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Redick. No good from outside. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Melly. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Jackson. Got a piece of it.
When you mix Ball's length with his timing, the result is a quality defensive play.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. The drive by Williamson. Stolen by Jackson. And they double up Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Ball dishes to Okafor. Nice D from Valanciunas. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential.
Oh, what a play!
Watch your hands.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's a 5-point game. Holiday, the pass to Okafor. Out to Ingram. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. And that one, good.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Here's Morant. Ball with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Williamson, the pass to Favors. Back to Williamson. To the inside. To the paint. Favors can't get it to go. Memphis leading by 3. Morant finds Winslow. Knocks it loose. Outside Jackson. Brooks with it. Morant passes to Valanciunas. A second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
The feed to Favors. Now the dish to Ingram. Lays it up and banks it in. Ingram's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pelicans.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brooks kicks to Winslow. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And for Memphis, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Back to Ball. 5 on the clock. Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Now Jackson. And that one is hammered home.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for Lonzo Ball. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Williamson dishes to Favors. Ingram passes to Favors. Looking for Redick. He gets it there. Outside for Jackson. Clock is at 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Memphis leading. On the wing, Brooks. He feeds it to Valanciunas. And they pick up 2. Valanciunas has got 8 points.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Poked away. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Jackson with it. Favors picks him up. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Brooks leading the charge. And he makes that one.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Now here's Ingram. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Williamson outside. Jackson kicks to Williamson. Ingram passes to Redick. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Outside Redick fires for 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Holiday. Redick for three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Morant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
He's in the post. He's covered by Clark. Clark, that's good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Morant with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
Clark finds Jones. Nailed from three-point land.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Pelicans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Okafor. Valanciunas is checked in for Jones. Melly is checked in for New Orleans. All comes in for J.J. Redick.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he fell to 21.
Morant outside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Melly. Banked in off the glass. Melly's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The floor awareness of ball excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Holiday.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Here's Hart. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
You look, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Here's Holiday. Shakes him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in.
A very efficient offensive player. The defense must respect Morant's ability to hit this one.
Here's Hart. Denied by Morant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Out to the right wing. Ball against Morant. 6 to shoot. Ingram passes to Williamson.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Out left to the wing. Morant dishes to Jang. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 5. Morant with the steal.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Staying unselfish, keeping your eyes up. So important for a young player. Zion, mature beyond his years.
Pass to Brooks. Now here's Jackson, guarded by Holiday. Jackson kicks to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 11 in the second half.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
Jang, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jackson. Winslow comes in for Anderson. Grayson Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish. Big one. Coach feels comfortable going to Zion when it matters.
Jones kicks to Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. Nobody near Allen. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the dunk by Williamson.
The defense can't stop a force like Zion. Once he's airborne, the slam is almost inevitable.
And that one's good by Favors.
Whenever Favors' team needs him to step up in a big juncture of the game, he's ready.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
Here's Ball. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist here tonight. Jones kicks to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
No good from Valanciunas. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday the pass to Williamson. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Williamson's got the lead up to 2 now for New Orleans.
Competitive, confident, Zion taking over.
Inside, Jones kicks to Winslow. Allen for three. Unable to get that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Ingram outside. Back to Williamson. It drops.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Allen for three. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pass to Ingram. Back to Williamson. To the middle. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Valanciunas passes to Chang. Allen for three. They get the rebound. Valanciunas finds Allen to end the run. Allen with another miss. From deep. The shot comes out, so we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really... With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the Timberwolves came into the arena tonight
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the inside. Oh, wow!
Young fella.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Out to Ingram. Back to Favors. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. Out to Ingram. Launches it. The shot, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you're seeing the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan. And with an off-the-charts wingspan, Ingram's effective at using his length to finish at the rim.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Okogie misses. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Here's Okogie. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Ball finds Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Favors passes to Holiday. Count the basket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Russell from long range. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Holiday left side. Ingram outside to the middle. Here's Favors. Drops in the layup for 2.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. And a miss there on the triple. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Good work there as it goes. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you.
Boy, what incredible penetration from your power forward. Love to watch Derek Favors attack when he sees that open lane.
Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ingram. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. Over in the corner, Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low, here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2.
Well, Towns showing himself to be a willing facilitator. If you're open, he's going to find you.
Here's Okogie. He's covered by Ingram. And the basket by Okogie. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And that one's good. Williamson.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Russell. Second chance shot. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
And the rejection by Towns. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The shot that time, not on target. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ball kicks to Ingram. Inside. Outside Holiday. Ingram passes to Favors. Not going to go that time. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's a Kogi. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ingram attacking. And the layup's good off the glass.
The determination of Ingram is simply awesome. I mean, maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. I'm New Orleans, back in a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. He's out there with Hart. And it's Melly in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. Lets it go from deep. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Culver. No good on that one. New Orleans in the lead. Outside Jackson. It's Redick on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside for Jackson. A drive by Redick. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Culver with it. Jackson on him. Culver's shot is off.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And we know GA's shooting is a question.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Here's Noel, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Ball. Nice D from Russell.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's a Kogi. No good. Good D by Williamson. Here's Hart. No good that time, so Minnesota will take it the other way. There's the lob to Towns. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Ingram finds Okafor, knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Drew Holiday is checked in for Josh Hart. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Williamson. To the paint, Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running, and it goes down 2 points. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Here's Ingram. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low, Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Ingram wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
And Ingram is so graceful with the catch-and-shoot jumper. His lightning-quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Ball with the bucket.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Beasley right side. There's Russell with the 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Their field goal percentage was a... And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Pelicans trail by 4. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
Russell against Ball. Now the pass to Towns. Ingram outside for the tie. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Towns with the steal. Russell with it. Now guarded by Ball. To the inside. Here's Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Derek Favors. And Doris Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. J.J. Redick's checked in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Culver dishes to Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for New Orleans. Hayes comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Williamson. Pelicans trail by 6. Hayes the pass to Holiday. Comes up empty down low.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Offensive rebound. Layman. Pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. Feeds to Culver. Second shot opportunity. Redick with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
New Orleans moving it around. To the middle. Towns with the steal. Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
What a take from Jarrett Culver with ferocity on that finish.
The Pelicans shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Redick passes to Melly. And he uses the glass on the layup. Melly's got his first 2 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Hernan Gomez, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. And Holiday kicks to Jackson. Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. It's Redick on the wing. Inside, here's Hayes. He's off on that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 6. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Redick. Basket counts. Redick's got his second basket of the game.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Passes to Culver. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Redick to the paint. Hayes dishes to Redick. Back to Hayes. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. Here's Noel. Over to the wing. Towns down low, guarded by Holiday. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
Well, no doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
Pelicans trail by 7. Favors, finds ball. Now here's Okafor. Out to Ingram. Back to Okafor. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The officials signals a jump ball here. And so here is New Orleans. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Okafor kicks the ball. Back to Okafor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Johnson. Towns with it. A 3 ball. Okafor grabs the miss. Here's Ball. They get a hand on it and taken away by Johnson. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Timberwolves leading by 7. Zion at the 4 with Okafor at the 5. Hart is out there with Ball, and it's Ingram in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now for New Orleans, shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Beasley with a clean look. No good on the 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The inside shot and the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The pass to Beasley. He dishes it to Russell. Beasley trying to break free. And it's Russell missing.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Beasley against Ingram. Towns with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
Johnson goes in. The dish to Towns. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Williamson, the pass to Okafor. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Hart, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Yes, that goes in. Okafor's got 4 this quarter.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Reed the pass to Johnson. To the wing right side. Towns dishes to Beasley. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
If Karl Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
Beasley with the steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making some changes here. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hart. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell kicks to Beasley. Pass to Reed, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Russell. Kicks it out to Beasley. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. It's Ingram on the wing. Redick finds Ingram. And it's Ball in the corner. Clock at 6. Favors can't get it to go. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns has said he wants to be considered the best player in the league. He's got the offensive game, the versatility, the length, the mobility. Let's see what happens.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Also looking it over. Pass to Hernan Gomez.
Blocking foul. That's his first personal foul. Third team.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Down low. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Evans passes to Hernan Gomez for 3. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clouds passing high over the... And with...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward spot. And for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
Poke loose. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
And the shot goes in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, I love how Towns plays with a chip on his shoulder. He brings it every night with force.
And Memphis turns it over again.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Beasley with a clean look. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. He gets it in there. Morant's got 8 points.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Russell finds Towns up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Count that one. He's got 10.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now here's Brooks. Up and in on the layup. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Nice shot by Brooks.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Towns. Nice D from Valanciunas.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Gutteridge, the pass to Jones. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Clark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Noel. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Memphis with the ball. Here's Jones. Pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. They get it again.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Johnson kicks to Culver. Knocked away. Layman pass to Reed. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis.
Venom.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Memphis, Brandon Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3, the small forward.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Jones, the pass to Melton. And Anderson has it in the corner. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. It's good. This game is all even. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter.
Jones dishes to Clark. Swiped it away. Here's Noel.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. And Okogie subbed in for Jake Layman. Memphis also making some changes. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Morant in for Jones.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
And here's Hernan-Gomez outside. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant passes to Melton. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 16 points.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it.
Oh, what a dunk!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Out to the wing. Passes to Culver. Here's Noel. He's covered by Clark. Ripped away. One-on-one here. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Gutterich. Morant with it. Culver covering. Here's Clark. Pass to Melton. Top of the key, Morant. Beyond the arc. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Grayson Allen comes in for Melton. And the pass to Beasley. Lays it up off the glass. Beasley's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, he was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
For 3, Okogie. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Clark outside to the middle. Kicks to Allen. Dishes it to Winslow. Here's Morant. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Stolen by Jackson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Clark in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Johnson, that's for 2. And they double up Russell. Passes it to Beasley. Here's Okogie. Stolen by Jackson. It's Allen with the drive. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Jackson. And a deep 3 from Russell. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 20 points and 1. That's all for now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Valanciunas. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis. Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Towns.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 9 points.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Jones kicks to Zhang. Now Valanciunas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Gorgie Jang doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
Hernan Gomez finds Beasley. Here's Okogie. Out to Russell. Jacks up a three. The Grizzlies pull it in. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leading the Twin Cities to win titles.
Yep, that one goes in there. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Beasley. And it's Towns missing, and the Grizzlies leading by 9. Gutteridge, the pass to Valanciunas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Valanciunas. Off target with his 3. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. 9-point game.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Here's Anderson, and he makes good on the layup. Anderson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Johnson in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his first free throw of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Milton. Here's Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 4 this quarter. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Russell. Now, here's Culver. Brooks covering.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Morant drives in. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running. The feed to Johnson. Good. And now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Morant finds Anderson. Brooks outside. The 3 from Morant. That one no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Russell. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one drops for him. Morant's got 26 points.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 28 points for Ja Morant.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Pass to Reed. The rebound by Anderson.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
And it's Morant missing. Russell inside. Here's Layman. No good. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timberwolves trail by 7. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got John Morant. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Justice Winslow. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. No good from Clark. Timberwolves shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Floats it up for Beasley. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in. Both free throws good from Morant.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Gutteridge, the pass to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Jones checked in for John Morant. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
And another miss by Memphis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Russell in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the rejection by Jackson. Clark left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's a Kogi, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's exactly the kind of explosive move the team wants to see more from Kogi. He's got all the tools, for sure.
Fast break, here they come. Throws it up high.
Boy, it looks so effortless when Kogi gets off the floor for the alley-oop. I mean, it seems like he's just floating, gliding in air. Impressive.
On the basket by Jones. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the right side. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, tell you what, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Here's Jones. And that one is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Beasley, the pass to Kogi. Here's Towns. Another shot. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Lobbed up there for Clark. Hammers the alley-oop through. Their son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Outside for Jackson. The pass to Melton. Back to Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Okogie. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Boy, watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Brushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. It's good from long range. 39 points for Ja Morant.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feat.
But they recover it. Pass to Melton. Now here's Morant. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got 42 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Good on the 3-point shot.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for... The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Hello and thanks. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And it's Morant missing. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And it's Williamson missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Jackson misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And it's denied.
Man, I saw that block coming from a mile away. Winslow really times that rejection perfectly.
Jackson trying to break free. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Williamson with the ball. Ball finds Ingram. The kick out to Holiday. Down low. Ingram passes to Favors. 6 to shoot. The drive by Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Well, he's got such a great handle and then can get up to speed quickly. Lonzo Ball with a nice drive.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
It's good.
It was so hard to knock Lonzo Ball off his center of gravity. That time, a good job of keeping his composure around the challenge.
Now here's Morant. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Ball.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down. There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Count that bucket.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Inside, Williamson. Can't cash in from close range.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Ball over Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
Second free throw, no good.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and a change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
Now here's Morant. Brian Williamson unable to get his last shot to go.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's and finished off by Morant.
A solid defender. Morant adept at reading the opposition and realizing when to go for the steal.
Okafor dishes to Ingram. And the rejection by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Ingram. Back to Okafor. Sweet move. And the layup is up and in.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. The rebound by Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Gutterich is checked in. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Back to Hart. Pass to Melly. Down low. And Okafor slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Jones, no one around him. Drains the three-pointer. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Redick passes to Hart. Jackson down low, defended by Jones. Okafor kicks to Redick. Back to Okafor. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And Brooks, here we go. Good on the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Okafor, high post. Passes it to Hart. Here's Melly. Back to Okafor. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Memphis leading. Outside, Jones. And it's Brooks in the corner. That's tipped. Here's Gutterich. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Memphis out in front, leading. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Favors is out there with Hayes. Then there's Jackson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Hart in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Brooks. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Allen's checked in. To the inside. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Jackson passes to Favors. He dishes it to Hayes. Back to Favors. Just 5 on the clock. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Grizzlies have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Clark. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And that one's good by Clark.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the pass to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Tipped away. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Pass to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Poked away. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go with the tip. And Clark is right there. Clark's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Jones. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 6. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Clark right side. He kicks it to Anderson. Over in the corner, Allen. A second chance effort. Pass to Jones. To the wing on the left. Ederich. From outside, off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Goes back up, and Jones sends it back. Hayes finds Williamson to the paint, and Clark over to help. Out to Ingram, passes it to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, we all raise our eyebrows to the scoring, but Brandon Ingram is an assist getter.
Here's Gutter, guarded by Holiday. Some solid defense from Ingram. Holiday goes in. Williamson outside. Holiday left side. The pass to Hayes. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Ingram with the steal. To the middle. And finished off by Anderson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings for the Grizzlies. The first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They're in good position at that. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 2, so on the floor for Memphis. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. One-on-one fast break. Here's Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Brooks has got his second bucket.
Winslow out there surveying and finds the open man.
Over to the wing. To the paint. Kicks it out to Williamson. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Redick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Brooks. Down low. Valanciunas, good. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Floats one, and Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight. So it's the Grizzlies now.
And Bones, one of the things you're seeing from Ingram is his improved strength, something he's worked on now for a while.
Yeah, B.I. has talked about eating 6 meals a day back in college and still coming into the league at 190 pounds. But eventually, that metabolism's going to slow down, and if you keep putting in that kind of work, the incremental improvements are going to speed up. We've been seeing that from Brandon Ingram.
How about the athleticism from Valanciunas? Pours on the gas to ensure the finish in transition.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. Brooks the pass to Morant. There's the 3. Good on the triple. Morant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Ingram against Winslow. Ingram passes to Favors. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And finished off by Morant.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true? Wow, hammering it in.
And that's big time from B.I.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
Knocks it loose. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Hart. What a terrific move that was.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Outside, Jones. Shot from free throw range. That one, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Drew Holiday's checked in for Williamson. 1:07 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. Memphis leading by 6. Jones for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And it's in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hart. Inside, here's Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Drills the three-pointer. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Holiday over Anderson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Holiday perks up a little bit when he gets to the inside, knowing that there's the possibility of some contact.
Both shots good from the stripe. Morant surveying the D. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Memphis leading by 3. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Belly, and the rejection by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, the defense very much more aggressive on the body up, but still Drew Holiday drops it down.
Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 4 assists now tonight.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
There's the feed to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Clearly a foul. And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Jackson Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Corky Dangs checked in for Jackson. Clark comes in for Valanciunas. Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Chang, no luck. Pelicans trail by 7. Ingram attacking. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, Ingram's going to come through when it's crucial. He did so there.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis leading by 5. And that one's good by Clark. 12 points for Brandon Clark.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Redick. It's stolen by Jones. It's 2-on-1. Here's Clark. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Ball with the bucket.
Lonzo Ball, give me pressure. I'll show you what I can do.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 5. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicole O'Malley. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told his guys that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in. This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
And here are the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Williamson with the block. Favors dishes to Holiday. And Favors kicks the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
The Grizzlies shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
The Pelicans shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Ingram outside, stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Here's Favors. Yes!
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
The 3 from Morant. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ball. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And Lonzo fearless right there, answering the call.
Feeds it to Jang. And stolen by Favors. For the finish. It's in!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
Well, I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Morant outside. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. What a show. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center position. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Russell. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Ingram with the steal. Here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Russell against Ball. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
Pelicans ball.
And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. Ball, the pass to Favors.
And Favors with those broad shoulders takes up a lot of space going up to shoot.
Pelicans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And he sinks the second. Timberwolves on offense. It's a 3-point game. Ball against Russell. To the paint, stolen by Ball. And here's Holiday. Outside Favors. Williamson outside. The shot's good.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force into helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Now, here's Ball. Outside Holiday. Out to Ingram. Back to Holiday. Pass to Favors. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Over to the left wing. Stolen by Holiday. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Stolen by Ball. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Russell dishes to Towns. Can't hit from 12.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And it's Williamson missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Towns throws it down.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Towns with the steal. They're running. There's the lob to Towns. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. 1:10 left in the first. The rebound by Holiday.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there it is for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right side, Russell. Lays it up and banks it in.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Williamson, the pass to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Favors. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Well, you know, he's the former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement, productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Nelly is checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball.
J.J. Redick, not only one of the most dangerous shooters in this league, he's worked to become a very good team defender as well.
Hayes is checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Culver. And then Culver with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Back to Jackson. The pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Melly. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific hits. You're right.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Here's Noel, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Hart kicks to Redick. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 4. Shots good by Noel.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
And he hits it to tie the game up. Noel's got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Minnesota. And the Pelicans also making a change. Okafor's checked in for Hayes. to the inside. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Playing with power, that's Johnson's game. Forces the defender to foul.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Zion Williamson's checked in for Melly. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jackson.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Ingram. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell inside. He's covered by Ball. Hernangomez against Williamson. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. Passes to Beasley. From deep three-point range, Okafor grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And there's Williamson on the assist by Holiday. And it's 8 points for Zion Williamson.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
Okogie, the pass to Towns. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done. Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Ingram kicks to Holiday. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Ingram. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Favors. Okafor finds Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Ball slams it in.
The hops of Alonzo Ball gets up high to slam it in. I love it.
Hernangomez passes to Towns. Down low. Here's Beasley. The shot missing. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Now here's Ball. Guarded close and slam dunk by Ingram.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
And Towns gets it to go.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And he banks in the layup. Towns has got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter was a difficult one for Minnesota. They gave themselves a lot of work to do by letting the deficit get to as many as... And that'll do it for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. Towns dishes to Beasley. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Beasley. Out to the right wing. Towns finds Russell. Second shot opportunity with the clock winding down, and the dunk by Towns.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And that's what you want to see more of from James Johnson, being authoritative at the rim.
Jackson passes to Williamson, and good that time. Williamson's got 10 points in the game.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Left side, Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Redick passes to Jackson. And Beasley, here we go. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Towns down low. Jackson on him. Towns with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 6. Redick passes to Hayes. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Nelly is checked in for New Orleans. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Culver kicks to Lehman. And it's good, 2 points. Lehman's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Hayes, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. Big stretch here going 10-2.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around.
And that attacking mindset. When Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman. The Pelicans also changing it up. Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson. 5 to shoot. Oh, and here comes Culver all alone.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And so he hits the technical free throw. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Here's Okafor.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And Okafor with the block. Teardrop shot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Okogie, the pass to Reed. Here's Okogie. Ingram with the steal. Ball with the bucket.
You know Ball loves to get into the open court where he has space and can make decisions on the fly.
Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Favors is out there with Okafor. And it's Ball in at the point. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. 4 on the clock. Okogie inside the three-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside, Russell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. And the Pelicans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Okafor. Favors passes the ball. Outside, Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Beasley with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And the basket by Okogie.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
To the middle, here's Ingram. That shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Okogie, covered by Williamson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
The first free throw is good. Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Towns drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Ball finds Williamson. To the inside. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Man, that's a big dude. But Derek Favors shrugging off contact and helping his team.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Okogie. Feeds to Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Holiday dishes to Favors. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Ball. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Kicks it out to Johnson from deep. Offensive rebound, and it's Towns on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Mercy. Towns relentless, not giving up after the miss, putting his stamp on this game.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. Ingram kicks to Favors. Cloak loose. Beasley with the steal. Oh, Russell in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way.
Favors is a terrific big man, a wonderful passer who sees the floor so well.
Minnesota leading by 8. Here is Russell. There's a minute left in the game. A step-back shot here. And again, it's Minnesota.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Favors can't get it to go. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the pass to Okogie. Russell feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. Inside, Williamson, and he converts the layup.
With the body to carve out space, Zion Williamson goes to work and gets it done.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Timberwolves clearly know how to dress off the bus. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. You've got Russell, also Malik Beasley out there, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Here's the 3, and it's Morant missing. And now the Timberwolves on the break, and he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Winslow finds Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. From deep. Morant with another miss.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And the basket by Okogie.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now, they're just getting all the shots they want.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Okogie, guarded by Jackson. Now the feed to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja. What an active player Brooks is. I mean, he does an awesome job there fighting to keep this possession alive.
And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The 3 from Morant. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas passes to Morant. From deep three-point range. No good there. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow, and Jones subbed in for Morant. Timberwolves also changing it up. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez, and Jake Layman subbed in for Beasley.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Okogie. It's deflected. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Brooks leading the charge. And the basket by Jones. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Russell finds Johnson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And Brooks, here we go. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Anderson can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
So both teams changing it up here.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
That's tipped. Noel passes to Layman. He kicks to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fires from deep. Knocked loose. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Melton. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Noel. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Kyle Anderson. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Valanciunas. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Towns. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Here's Gutterich. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 8. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Hernangomez.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Kicks it to Jackson. Anderson outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now here's Culver, the fast break champ. And then Culver with the dunk.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
And it goes down 2 points. For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Right wing. Noel passes to Reed. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Clark. Tries again. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Clark's got it back down to within single digits for Memphis. The Timberwolves shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Valanciunas finds Winslow from deep. Brooks, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Feeds to Johnson. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Beasley right side. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson in the corner. Fires the three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Morant right side. Back to Winslow. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Valanciunas, good.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
Beasley outside. Fires for three. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, the pass to Morant. Beasley with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Morant banked in off the glass. Morant's got 6.
Oh, working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
And there's the pass to Towns. Makes it off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
He made it!
That's how you beat the clock, baby. That's how you beat the clock.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The Timberwolves on top.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He had 12 points, 9 rebounds. And that's going to do it for us here. The second.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Beasley. Misses the 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he makes the first. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And Winslow pulls it down.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains his step.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. The 3 from Morant. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. Out to the right wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Morant drives in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, you see the explosiveness there, the fluidity. Morant's unbelievable.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Morant. Minnesota leading by 6. To the right side. Layman pass to Reed. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Back to Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Some changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jackson. Kyle Anderson comes in for Winslow. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Beasley, the pass to Layman. Here's Reed. And the call on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Culver with the steal. Pass to Layman. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bobbed up there for Clark. That ties it up.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Pass to Reed. Beasley with a clean look. And that time, also a missed shot. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Clark with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
The Timberwolves have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And Beasley, here we go. Pass to Layman. Rebound by Jang.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Clark dishes to Brooks. Jones kicks to Clark. The Timberwolves trail. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Culver passes to Beasley. And stolen by Jang. And it's Memphis on the break. Anderson dishes to Jang. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Count it. Good. Melton's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Grizzlies. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Winslow, and it's Gutteridge in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Oh, man, tremendous pass by Russell. Great at whipping it around.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Here's Melton. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Russell against Winslow. Now the pass to Okogie. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the rejection by Jackson. Clock at 6. Back to Towns. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Beasley's checked in. Morant surveying the D. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Rebounded by Valanciunas. Memphis leading by 6. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In the perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Here's Gutteridge. He's guarded by Russell. Now here's Morant for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 13 points in the second half.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. And he makes both free throws. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Morant outside. Lets it go from deep. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Beasley. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And that one is good by Beasley.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
Okogie misses. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And the layup falls. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Beasley for 3. Drops in the tray.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
From deep. And it's Morant missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Offensive rebound. And so here's Memphis. They led by as many as 18 points. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Towns. Here's Okogie. Offline with his 3. Brooks with no one around. Off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here.